Now, here's a situation that a lot of you, especially the older students, might face when you access Ripple after a long time. You realize that suddenly, because of the limitation on the free ripples, it tells you that, look, your public limit has been exceeded. In fact, here I've got 27 ripples where I was allowed only 3. What that means is that I am no longer able to create a ripple. So when I try doing this, notice it tells me I tried creating 1, but in fact, none are available. So, that's a problem. How do I go about this? Well, remember to, the kind of programs we are doing in the beginner level, they're not so large that they need a ripple by themselves, or they're just basically we can simple Python files. So I can just go to any of the older ones. For example, I just took, let's say, just for fun, and then I can create this file right here. So I can just go and say, well, test.py, for example. We have spoken about this another place. Basically, once I do this, I can just go and say, for example, print, say, testing, right? I just run this and I can go to the shell and I can just run this, say Python, Python 3 minus I, for example, test dot say py. Now it runs. So in short, you can use an existing ripple to sort of build your own codes. What happens to, let's say, all the other ripples you have? So possibly for the previous projects you've created all these ripples. Will they be deleted? Well, according to the replit website, no, they'll not be deleted without you being informed. In fact, the question of deletion comes in only if your account has been inactive for more than a year. So make sure you are doing something. These projects will be available. However, you may still want to keep a copy of them. What you can do is that you can just go into, for example, let's say this Wordle demo project, get into a particular ripple. You can just click on these 3 dots and say download as a zip. Now, when you do this, notice a download starts. In fact, it's taking the entire ripple, which means the Python file, all the associated, let's say material along with it, and it's downloading that to your computer. I can go and check if that has happened. So I can go into downloads and notice this Wordle demo project as a zip file has been downloaded. If I look inside this, it's got a lot of stuff. In fact, many of us may not want to, do all of this. All we may want is, let's say, the main.py. So alternatively, I can also just download the main.py. So once again, there's there are these 3 dots available over here. I can just download them and I get my main.py available, because this is really all that we created. Everything else was part of the environment. Once we have this main.py, we can, like I said, work elsewhere also on it. So this is useful. One advice to all of you, especially those YByte students, try not to delete your ripples, because you remember some of these ripples may actually be on the leaderboards in our YByte curriculum. It will get quite difficult if those links go away. So try not to delete them. Keep using your account once in a while so that you don't get this forced deletion from the ripple side. So long as you're programming regularly, I don't see much of a problem here. Yeah. So I hope this has been useful. Take care. Thank you so much, and enjoy programming.